You know what time it is. We back with another one, Fish Fixes. Today I'm going to show you my favorite two ways to fillet a flounder. We're going to get into it. The first way, you're going to want to take him and flip him to his belly. We're going to call this butterflying it almost. You would do this if you was trying to stuff him, but you could also do it if you find him regular. So we're going to get right on the spine, and you're going to follow that outline and just keep tracing it up until you come to the edge of both sides of your fillet. You're going to keep that knife flushed along the skeleton. That way you don't miss out on any meat or cut into the other side of your fillet. You're going to take your time following that and lift up on the fillet to get a better vantage point to cut. When you fillet your flounder bottom side up, it gives you an advantage when you go to fillet the top part because it makes it more even and leveled where you don't miss out on any meat, where if you was to do it the opposite way. An unleveled fish to cut into, which could in turn cause your fillet knife to be not as accurate as it would if it was leveled. Here I'm removing the first half of the fillet, which is also known as the ribbon. But if you pay attention, you can see that you see the skeleton clearly almost like glass, because that's me following it with each passing of my knife, keeping it flat and leveled. That way I'm making sure I'm not missing out on any piece of the fish, giving me the best possible yield for my flounder. And that would be the first method, aka butterfly method. The second method is a more traditional approach to filleting. For this one, you're going to start off behind the head and just outline it like you would do any other fish. For here, I changed the angle up so I can use my hand to actually be a way for me to get leverage on the fish as I'm cutting it. Also keeping it along the edge, but only using the first inch of my knife. Gradually increasing the length of my knife with each pass until I'm able to get on the spine. From here, I'm going to use my thumb to give me better leverage to actually cut over the spine and see my outline and keep tracing that. Notice how the skeleton is almost translucent. You can see basically through it to the other side. And that's another reason why flounder are actually very popular fish to take and harvest and go out and target. They have almost zero bloodline, very mild tasting, flaky fish. Just look at how visually appealing that fillet looks. Who wouldn't want that? From here, you're going to keep your knife flat and flushed. I like to use a nice flexible blade, preferably Dexter when I'm doing things like this, because just look at the bend in that. I'm able to trace that out using my hand and clean cuts. For more content like this, like, comment, and subscribe.